welcome back to my channel. So yes, I look a bit different today, but the reason is the first part of this video I'm going to show you how I use my jigsaw, and please watch and listen and look at the description below for all the warnings on power tools, because I actually learned how to do this in art school. So I don't advise you just buying one and doing it. But anyway, I'm going to bring you down for a closer look and we're going to get on and do some jigsawing. Okay, I have my mask on. Now my goggles. The other thing that's very important, I mean, I have these two sawhorses, and you have to stabilize your wood. I've got these to make sure they're really tight. And I'm only going to do something very, very simple. Just a kind of, I don't know, curvy shape. Anyway, you will see. And it does have a protection. And move my sawhorse up. So you can rearrange it like, because I know this bit's done and I will sand that down. So I'm going to clamp it here. And this is really, really important. Okay, that's really tight. So now I want to do the ends so I can clamp it in a different way. I want to clamp it. I'm going to clamp this one in two places. I'm going to just sand these edges to round them. This is a safety catch. And there I have my custom cut piece of wood that will become my riverbed artwork. Oops. See? Easy peasy. Back into my studio. I have taped the back to catch any little stray resin drops. Just check you're in the frame. I have the resin mixed, and the first part of this process is I'm just going to coat this with resin. And this is going to require several layers as I build up. Well, it could be a pebble beach, it could be a riverbank, it could be whatever you want, really. I'm going to try and keep I'm trying to be very conservative with my resin lately because I'm doing so many projects. But I have to say, the longer you do this, the better you get at working out roughly how many ounces you're going to need. All right. I don't really have to worry about bubbles, although I will pop them just because I'm a bit of a fast pot when it comes to having my art all nice and finished properly. Okay, so a little bit more there. That's done. Okay, now I have this big, I hope you can see this bag of pebbles. And I got those, I think they were in a pet store for, you know, the bottom of a fish tank. But anyway, I had them in my garage and they've been sitting in there for ages, so I washed them and dried them. All right, so now this bit's easy. Just cover this in pebbles. At this point, I'm not too worried if there are any little gaps because this will be getting several layers of resin, so there'll be opportunity to fill in the gaps. So I have to decide where my river bed is versus the underwater piece. So I think this side is going to be my bank or my beach. So, which means the pebbles on this side will be higher than the water. So, that. Now I can put some more pebbles on top of this. Make it taller. I'm going to be picking pebbles up tomorrow, I see. Okay. All right, going to come back tomorrow once this is dry and then do the water. So all the pebbles are adhered down to the board with resin, and what I've done is I've put foil tape around the sides because I kind of want to build up a, you know, thickness of resin. I don't want it all dripping off, and I want these pebbles to look like they're underwater. Some of them obviously are going to poke through, but generally it's going to look like they're underwater. I have my resin mixed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tint it very slightly with some blue Bombay ink, and I'm going to just do this little by little because I don't want it too dark. I want you to be able to see the pebbles underneath. So let's see what, oh, let me keep mixing that for a bit. And then I'm going to like put it on and see if you can see the blue. of. Let me add a bit more, and actually this time I'm going to add a bit of teal because I don't want it to be too bright blue, but that's not bad. So maybe just 1 drop of the teal. As long as it's transparent, that's the important thing. Yeah, that's a nice color too, and it's taken away with the Bombay turquoise. To me, it looks more blue than turquoise. And adding some of the teal takes it a little bit more like water. So let's see what that looks like. I'm just going to add a drop more of the teal. And what I also have on hand is some more of this foil tape in case I've got any leaks. But the reason I like the foil tape is it's like aluminium foil or aluminum foil, however you say it. Potatoes, tomatoes. In case there's any leaks, I can quickly like cut a bit and stick it over the leaky spot. Okay, this should be good. Let's move my inks out of the way. Stir this. So I hope you can see the color. And this is Naked Fusion resin and Bombay ink. Yeah, this is good. So let's hope I don't have any leaks. And if I have to do another coat of this, that's fine. And this is how far the water's going to come up. So that looks pretty good. Just got to pray that there are no leaky parts. So when this is dry, I'm going to do a clear coat of resin with some, sea foam or water foam. Haven't I? Kind of tending to lean towards it more as a kind of river rather than a beach, although you get really pebbly beaches in England. So let's see, let's check around, see if I've got any leaky pieces. Touch wood, no. Just pop bubbles. Right, perfect. So now I've decided, to me, this looks way more like a riverbank. So that's what it's going to be. Officially, this is my riverbank art. We'll come back tomorrow and do the next step. Welcome back. I'm going to try and do this in the best lighting possible. So this is all dry and all the pebbles are in place. My wall art. Still can't decide whether it's going to be a pebble beach or a riverbank. So by the time you watch this, one or other or both will be in the heading. Personally, I feel like it's more like, you know, like a stream where you see the rocks under the water, like a pebbly brook. Anyway, so I am now doing the final coat of resin. It's all mixed here. So as with my beaches that I do with the 3D waves, I'm going to begin on the shoreline. And then cover the resin here. It just has so much depth. It's really lovely to look at, actually. And then I'm going to get my alcohol ink and using my popsicle, my little lollipop stick, I'm going to get my trusty heat gun, which has been in and out of use the entire day, to go over the rocks. And the heat gun will also pop the bubbles, so let's do this. And get on low. I could just tilt it a bit to move that over the rocks. And I think that's it. Move some of this down here. Splashing over the rocks. Anyway, that's it. So tomorrow we'll come back when it's all dry and I've taken the backing off, and maybe I'll hang it on the wall. It's finished. Now, it's so gloomy in Connecticut right now, so I have put this by the window, but I wanted to bring you down and show you some details very slowly. So the water is rolling over the rocks. I am so happy with this piece. I'm going to do lots of them. And I know I started with a jigsaw. You don't have to do it in this shape. Square, rectangle would be fine. I was trying to kill two birds with one stone because someone had asked me to show them how to use the jigsaw. So let's put it on the wall. And here it is. What an amazing wall sculpture. I couldn't be happier. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.